Over the past year, COVID-19 had a drastic effect on our nation and our world. Schools have closed, businesses have shuttered, and global stability has been rocked. Per capita incomes in 2020 fell in over 90% of emerging and developing economies. And the secondary effects of the pandemic, such as increases in mental health issues, a rise in infectious disease, delays in diagnosis of cancer, and an erosion of democratic norms continue to take a toll. Several new COVID variants have also arisen, posing fresh challenges to the pandemic response. Ramping up vaccine production and distribution is perhaps the most important thing we can do right now. Clinical data cited in the New England Journal of Medicine shows that in the short term, the first dose of the Pfizer vaccine provides 92.6% efficacy. That's why I joined Congressman Foster and Congressman Barra in a bipartisan letter to the CDC and the FDA requesting the agencies monitor data from countries that are delaying a second dose, like the UK and Israel. This is certainly something the world should be seriously considering. The faster we roll out vaccines, the faster we end this pandemic. As ranking member of the Western Hemisphere Subcommittee, I'm particularly concerned about the pandemic's impact in Latin America and the Caribbean. Weak health systems have been overwhelmed, economies have drastically shrunk, and political tensions are significant. We've seen widespread protests in many capitals, and Peru had 3 presidents in the span of 1 week. China is seeking to take advantage of this instability, gain a foothold in the region. When possible, the United States must prioritize vaccine distribution to Latin America, which is clearly falling behind. Their desperation has turned many to China's vaccine, which comes with political pressure from Chinese Communist Party, of course. The U.S. and its allies must do more to end the pandemic in the region and prevent China from using a public health crisis for its own political advantage. And my question is really to anyone in the group who wants to take it on. There are well-documented efforts of disinformation campaigns waged by China, Russia, Iran, and others, both against Western vaccine efforts and legitimate questions about the origins of the pandemic. How do these disinformation campaigns affect public health, particularly in the less developed part of our globe?